welcome to the Church Outside podcast. We are in the F.A.M.E student room here at the North location, and I am with the students. Make some noise for yourselves, students. We've been in a series all month on peace and happiness, and so today is our first live taping in service, and I think I'm a little bit more excited about it than them, and that's okay, because that's my job. But today, I am opening myself and the table to ask and answer any question that is presented. So, y'all ready? Y'all ready? I'm ready too. Who got the first question? Let's get it. Let's see. Who ready? See? Black people don't ever move when it's time to move. Ready, set, go. Huh? No. Oh, the topic is it don't really have a topic, but if we want to single it down, the topic really is about peace and happiness, which is what we've been talking about all month. A lot of the questions that we had from the juniors when I did this with them by themselves, they were really asking a lot about emotional triggers. Why were they angry? I think you were in here with me. Why were they angry so much? What were some of the other ones? Why don't they like people? Um, why do they hate when their parents tell them stuff? But I mean, going through life, there's gonna be something at some point that we don't like, right? I think we can all agree on that. We all go somewhere, we don't like the food. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I went to a place like 2 days ago. I had some food. It was so nasty. And the crazy thing about it was wings, bruh. That's what how you mess up wings. Don't see. I don't like to put people business out there. You know what I'm saying? I support black businesses. All I'm gonna say. All I'm gonna say is I support black businesses no matter what. And I'm just saying I support black businesses no matter what. Because I do believe that even though we support each other, we still have to help each other with customer service. So I told him, hey, I paid for these, but these joints was nasty. So food is important. But I could have got mad, you know? Went in there, threw my wings back at them like, y'all out here charging $15 for these wings, these trash. Bruh. 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 All your triggers that you just said right now is the same triggers I had. And I stood there and I just. Have y'all mama ever made something nasty? Do y'all tell her it's nasty? How, how do how do y'all tell y'all mama they done made nasty food? You not telling them? Somebody go to the mic. Y'all not telling y'all parents they got nasty food?
I tell it's a little dry. It's not sweet enough or stuff like that.
How your mama respond to you?
If I say to my mom that something's nasty, my mom sometimes like, okay, if you don't like it, just don't eat it. I just don't eat it, and then make something else.
But see, when my mama used to. Okay, wait. Let me clear the air because I got to start over. My mama didn't cook, so that's. I'm sorry. I almost put a false narrative out there. That's not true. She doesn't cook. So when she did cook, bro, I'm saying, bro, like, did you hear what he said? What pastor don't? I'm saying, just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. My childhood with food. That's not a good question. That's not a good question. Because technically, I did go hungry sometimes because I didn't want to eat the vegetables.
That was my choice. That was your choice.
Nah, bruh. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all how I was tricked. This is why I stopped eating vegetables, for real, for real. I ain't never told y'all like this before in my life. You ready? So I was like 7 or 8, right? I was sitting in front of the TV. Then I started couldn't like I noticed couldn't see far away from the couch. I scooted up. You know what I'm saying? Got to see. I need to see the cartoons. I end up having to go get glasses, and my mom was like, "Yo, Dominique, you remember this?" My mom was like, "Yo, if you eat carrots, it'll help your vision." Dominique, did I not eat them carrots for a whole year? Bro, I'm talking about every lunch, every dinner. I hated them. I want to see again. 2020, I'm gonna have that 2020 vision, no glasses. I'm eating them every day, bruh. Let me tell you why I never listened to my mama when it came to food ever again, especially vegetables. Man, I went back to the doctor. I took the vision test, right? The lady like, your vision got worse. I've been eating the carrots. She's like, carrots? Well, do you like carrots or something? I'm like, nah, bro, my mama outside, she told me if I ate the carrots, it's gonna help my vision. She's like, oh, sweetie, no. I said, bro, you playing, right? She's like, no, no, that can't help you. I promise you to this day, I still get mad at my mama. I walked out that eye room was like, yo, so you just lied to me about carrots? You're a Christian. You're a believer. Well, you needed to eat your vegetable, so you lied to me. So that's why to this day I don't eat vegetables because they lied to me. Huh? That's bad for me? What? No, it's not. I'm I'm in good health.
Excuse me. I have a question.
What's your
So this scenario you just said, so you've been holding something for how long? Because it happened. So should we hold on to things and let it change our forever life? Ooh.
um? Here's my answer to you. To you holding on to things. Some things are not worth it. I think we all know that. There are some things that aren't worth it. My vegetables, worth it. Okay. Um, to you, it may not be. If you like Brussels sprouts, you're a weirdo. Weird. Disgusting. First of all, when Brussels sprouts are made, they smell like someone's passing gas. So I don't believe you, and potatoes are not in the same category. The fact that you eat Brussels sprouts kind of scares me. How do you? How do you? You what? You eating Brussels sprouts at 13? You drink coffee too, huh? Don't. Yeah. You what? Yeah. You don't need to. You'd be like 60 in your head. Brussels sprouts and coffee, bro. You like 80. Yeah, I had me some Brussels sprouts yesterday. Go grab me that cup of coffee right there on the table. Um, I think when it comes to holding on to things, there are things that emotionally trigger us. Like there's real trauma. I don't think we would be being realistic with ourselves if we didn't say that there's real trauma that can happen. You know, some of you are losing friends. Some of you are losing relationships. Some of the relationships aren't being lost because of, oh, they just being weird. We not cool no more. It's real trauma happening. I think when it comes to you all dealing with trauma, your generation tends to talk to each other like you guys have the problems or the answers to the problems that you all are going through at the same time, which is not bad to kind of like try and navigate your life, but you got to go to somebody who's been there before. You got to get real help. I think, you know, I hated talking to adults. I just didn't like it because it's like, bro, if I tell you what happened, like, you're not being realistic, bro. Like, I told you I went to punch him in the face. He hit me. Don't tell me to be nice. I don't want to go tell the teacher. I want to fight. And I think your generation is so far removed from the excuses and the diluted way of life that you guys aren't gonna take it for anything less than what it's supposed to be. So to have somebody tell you, "Oh, just deal with it," that's not gonna work. And I think you all can agree with that. If your parents, there are certain things that our parents can tell us to deal with. There are certain things that right now, if your parents tell you to deal with, like you never gonna get over it. Your parents could tell you to wash the dishes, and you gotta deal with it. We all done it. We all gonna live with it, right? It ain't something to haul off and get mad about. But if you having a traumatic situation in the home and they like, no, you just need to deal with it. Wouldn't you go tell somebody? Say something? No? Y'all not saying nothing? All right, hold on. Now let's address it. Hold on. So let's ask it like this. If something was to happen, do you feel safe enough to talk to your parents about the situation? If you can say yes, raise your hand. If you can say no, raise your hand. If the answer is no, please come to the mic and tell me why. Why can't or why don't you feel like you can tell your parents how you're feeling?
Cause every time I tell her stuff, she be like, "You have no reason to feel like this because you don't pay bills. You don't have a reason to feel like this because you don't pay bills."
And so when she gives you that answer, what is your thought?
Um, why does it always have to be around paying bills, having kids? Like, we have different emotions and all that type of stuff. So I just don't get it.
To answer your question first,
Mhm.
it's tradition. It's cultural. When my grandfather tells me this story about him fishing with his father, they fishing on the side of a river and he sees these boats coming by. He like, Dad, why we not on the boat like that? And his dad flips on him. Boy, you need to be grateful you out here fishing anyway. You got a fishing pole, we out here getting fish, you ungrateful. So then they leave. Snapped on my grandfather. To the point like when my grandfather vividly remembers that moment, which is another reason that led him to want to be successful because of how his father snapped on him in that moment. Tradition, culture. Another side of that, which you won't be able to confront, but your parent does, is not being able to emotionally express themselves when they were a teenager or having the space to be able to speak in an emotional way. To say that you can't feel that way because you aren't paying bills, I know that's kind of like a trigger. On another side of that, you have to approach it from the standpoint of this is not, I'm not trying to be rebellious. I'm not trying to be defiant, but I'm feeling this way and I have these thoughts. And you wouldn't want me to go nowhere else and figure it out. I'm coming to you. I want us to have peaceful conversations. I want us to be able to get a resolution. I want to be able to grow up and understand maturely, but I can't do that if you're not going to help me and answer my questions. And when you make statements like this is offensive to me. It doesn't just hurt my feelings. It don't just rub me in the wrong way. It kind of break me down. because that can also be a psychological barrier. You see what I'm saying? It is a hard conversation to have, especially in our homes, but it is necessary. The wrong way to go about it is the attitude, the you don't want to listen to me, fine, I'm finna leave. You out the house at 16, pregnant by 18, now you trying to figure out life before you 21. And you ain't even hit college yet. See what I'm saying? Anybody else?
So I just wanted to add to that statement as somebody that is a young adult still. I have a son. Um, I just a perspective for y'all to think about. Like, if your parents are 40 years or older, they've been an adult longer than you've been a teenager. So they've been so far removed from teenage years that they almost forgot what you actually go through.
Yeah.
So when it comes to y'all going through certain things, they're like, "Oh, that's so little. Like you're gonna get past that. It's gonna be okay." So if you try to look at it from their perspective, they're so far removed from it. They're like, "It's whatever." But that's why it's important to have, like Pastor Ivan was saying, that's why it's important to have that relationship with your parents so you can help them close the gap. It's like, no, ma, like I understand, like you probably went through this a long time ago when you got through it, but I'm going through it right now, and I just need you to understand that I need your help getting through it. So just like you were saying, that relationship, if you
Yeah.
can work on building that relationship, that's key. That's real.
If y'all got some more questions, y'all hurry up and ask. Yeah, say it with your chest.
It's on.
It's on.
Okay. How you feel about the little Kanye situation going on right now? You got the Yeezys on, so I know you know what's going on.
Whew. Okay. Of all the questions I was trying to avoid today, it was that one.
Zoom in on these shoes while you talking.
Let me first start off by saying I am a Yeezy fan. Yay fan. I am a Kanye West fan. I like it's not gonna stop. Here's what I'll say. The George Floyd comment is wrong. It's wrong. I think we as a people know it was wrong. I think when I watched it and he said it, I took it a different way because I was listening to it. And I'm like, I thought he was referring to something else, not saying that that's what actually happened. But when I watched it again, I'm like, nah, yeah, that's bad. You wrong. As far as Kanye and this, we'll say rant, so we don't say the word that they're using, that he's on, I will personally say I'm a little bit ahead and forward in thinking and where he is, so I understand where he's coming from. If you haven't done your research and you don't know what's going on, it looks like he is acting erratic. But he is a very tactical genius. Okay? We'll leave it at that. Any more questions? I think I answered that beautifully.
But Evan, how in your age between 5 or most times to be be a preacher or call your dad or dog? Probably, 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 and how be you in your age be
What
how
age did I become a pastor?
yeah that one.
Um, I accepted my call at 18. Um, accepting your call and walking in your calling are two totally different things. Okay. Um, I accepted my call at 18, meaning I knew it was something I was supposed to do. It's on my life. It's there. I know it. Um, really like walking in it, it wasn't until I want to say like 2021. Y'all have a good session today? Y'all enjoyed it? I think we should do it again. I heard her. You didn't like it? Oh, you did? Okay. So this has been. Ooh, what episode is this? I don't know. We'll just call it season 2. This has been the first episode of season 2, Church Outside podcast. Here with the F.A.M.E students in the F.A.M.E student room. Y'all make some noise, wrap it up.